Do you want to build a loyal audience of dream buyers? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create content that converts strangers into loyal, high-paying clients, attracting people who don't just want to watch, but also want to buy from you. 90% of all coaches and consultants, they create content the wrong way, but not on purpose. Right now, you're probably hoping and praying to the internet gods that your videos will go viral, because going viral means making more money, right? That's not quite true, but let me prove it to you. There are people with millions of views, a lot of followers that are actually going broke and struggling to make a living. Meanwhile, I'm out here with only 1,200 followers and I built a six-figure business myself. And my clients, they have not more than 8,000 followers and they have a seven-figure business. The viral game is over, and going viral was really powerful a few years back when online business was a new thing and we didn't have TikTok and Instagram Reels. Then TikTok and Instagram took over and we had giants like Alex Hormozi, Andy Elliott and Iman Gadzhi pumping out 5 to 10 videos every single day. Views skyrocketed because people were not used to it, and because the algorithm got sharper and sharper, people binge-watch content on demand during the pandemic and the afterlife. And back in the days, the most valuable currency was attention, because the louder you screamed, the more attention you got and the more money you could make. Going viral is basically just digital noise, but people were not used to it, so they listened because there was no competition. But time has changed. Attention is not the most valuable currency. Trust is. Right now, there is so much digital noise in this world that people have seen it all. And 20 years ago, the average attention span was 2.5 minutes. But then TikTok came and we got hit by Reels and TikTok videos every single day. And then our attention span dropped all the way down to under 2 seconds. So if you want to play the viral game, you need to do something people have not seen before. But unfortunately, people have seen everything online, so they don't care, which means don't try to go viral. It's just a dead end. Because going viral simply means that you appeal to everyone, but then you actually end up appealing to no one because no one cares. No one can actually feel the message that you're bringing. Going viral means that you end up with thousands of people who like the video that you made, but they don't care about you or what you stand for, which means that you have no leverage and they certainly won't buy from you, ever. So what you want to do is to actually create content for the niche, because the riches is found in the niche. And that means your views is actually going to drop, but your income is going to skyrocket. And that's the exact game you want to play if you're a coach or consultant or you sell something online, which is the new way of creating content. And the most valuable KPI you should measure is not views or going viral. It's actually value per second, which means how much value can you deliver in one video. And people don't want more information. They want a transformation, and they're tired of digital noise, fake promises or guarantees. What they truly want is honesty, transparency, and trust. Someone that they can resonate with. Trust, transparency, and honesty always wins, because people, they love to see and watch content of other humans just being human. People don't want to be chased. They want to be inspired. They want to see what's possible, and they want you. So if you're tired of playing the viral game and you want to actually build leverage, you want to create content that converts strangers into loyal, high-paying clients, then like and subscribe so I know that you're serious about scaling your online business if you're a coach or consultant. And if you have watched so far, let's get into how you can actually build a loyal audience of dream buyers. And here's exactly how my client Alex literally built a loyal audience of dream buyers. He went from 500 followers to a cult of 8,500 people who love what he's doing and they love his philosophy and his personality. And he went from having no business to now making 7 figures with 83% profit margins in just 12 months of time, because he understands this digital ecosystem. But most coaches and consultants, they're really stuck. Literally, do they want to chase views, going viral, post daily, repost? Do you need a huge following? Or even comments, trends, or post memes just to make people laugh and like you? Most coaches and consultants are stuck in the middle, not knowing what to do. because there's no foundation, there's no system, there's no vision, and they take random action just hoping and praying that it will land and something will work. They're chasing views and validation from others, which means they end up being broke. So we want to change that. And the first mistake is that there's no foundation. Trying to appeal to everyone makes you resonate with no one, and no one's going to resonate with you. And going viral is not going to make you rich because we don't care about views. We care about what comes into your bank account, making money, and actually changing people's lives. So don't focus on getting attention. People don't know what you stand for, and they don't know what to do with you when they see your content. So that is the first mistake. We want to fix that. And what we actually do to fix that is that you need to answer these questions. And of course, do it really, really well. So, first of all, what transformation do you provide? People buy transformation, they don't buy any information. People also want to know what you want to be known for. You need to be known for something. Who do you help? What problems do you solve? What are you confident about? What's your philosophy? What do you sell? What values do you have? What is your personal story behind it? And why is this important to you? When people know that, you also give them the chance to resonate with you. If you don't do this, they don't know what to do with your brand. They don't know what to expect from you. And you actually end up getting random results. So double down on these questions and answer them really, really well. Because once you do that, you end up having a cult of like minded people who love what you do. And people don't buy your guarantee, they don't buy your fake promise. They buy you because of you, which means that you have no competition because you have a cult of like minded people. The second mistake is that people don't buy for the same reason why they don't marry a stranger. What this means is that trust is the foundation of any relationship. Whether you want to make a sale or marry someone, you don't just go up to someone that you don't know and ask them to marry you. If you do that, the chance you're getting a no is 100% because there's no trust. And nothing is built without trust. So it actually applies the exact same way into content and turning strangers into clients because people actually need to know, and you need to be able to ask and answer three questions. Basically, who are you? People want to know that you are familiar with them. And of course, you need to answer, can you help me? People also need to believe that you're the best one to help them. And of course, can I trust you? People want safety. They don't want to be scammed. There are so many scammers, so don't be one of them. Be someone that people can trust and actually, yes, stay with and get amazing results. People buy from people, and people buy you and not the product. And a transaction takes place when we like, know, but also trust the person. That is the foundation of a sale. We need to like, know, and trust the person that we're buying from. That's very, very important. The third mistake is that being likable is not enough. It's not just enough to like post funny memes and hope people will like you because of your humor. It's not enough to be known and liked. You need more than that. The difference between your situation and the top 0.1% is not a magic pill. The best coaches in the game, they are not doing something crazy, but they have the ability to build a loyal audience of people who believe that they're the best one to help them. So, what you want to do is actually increase the perception so people believe that you are the perfect fit for their problems and the transformation they want. Once you have that, you have the exact same ability as Ty Lopez, who has more than $100 million, Alex Hermosi, and Iman Gachi. They're experts in their field. And people buy from them because they believe that they're the best one to help them. So you want to actually establish the same authority and trust in the space. So, how to actually make people believe that you're the best one to help them? You need three yeses from people. The first yes is a yes to you as a person. The second one is the yes to your philosophy and your method. And the last yes is the yes to your outcome and the results that you deliver. Once you have all three yeses, people also believe that you're the best one to help them. The fourth mistake is that most coaches and consultants, they're stuck because they have the hustle mentality, and hustling possibly got you to $5,000, $10,000 a month. But if you want to scale up to 50K a month, you need to ditch the hustle, and you need to ditch the hustle mentality because you need to build leverage. Leverage and trust is two different things. Leverage and hustle are two different things. Leverage is exactly what's going to literally skyrocket your business and your life. Because with the hustle mentality, you're constantly chasing new sales, constantly worried about what other people think of you, and chasing more validation from people that you don't even know. And you're always worried about where to find the next client. With the hustle mentality, you look at what's going to happen instantly. You want quick fix solutions and short term results. There's no leverage. You have big claims, guarantees, and fake promises just to make a few sales. And the headache is that you're going to deal with a lot of refunds because you attract the wrong people. Guarantees, fake promises, and big claims just attract those who are really, really desperate. And we don't want to work with them. We want to work with the right people. And the way you do that is by building leverage. I'm going to show you exactly how you can do that. But it's not going to be with hustle and the hustle mentality, because that is also known as hell. And the world does not reward hustlers. Having a digital ecosystem is highly rewarded. And I'm going to show you how you can build it. So, the digital ecosystem is exactly what you need. It's the combination between ads and organic content. So you have Instagram, YouTube, podcast, referrals because of happy clients, and then you have paid ads. It all goes into one ecosystem, which is your personal brand. And that is the exact, literally, strategy that you want to have, because it goes hand in hand. It's super, super important. And if you want to convert skeptical strangers into loyal clients, what you want to do is add the 13-13 rule, because skepticism is super high. People, that there's no trust in this world. People are highly skeptical because there are people with fake promises and guarantees that ruins it for everyone else. So what you want to apply in your business and in your personal brand and in your life in general is the 13-13 rule, which is basically the law that says it takes 13 hours of content every 13th month to convert a stranger into a loyal, high paying client. The reason why it takes so long is because there's no trust. Everyone shouts for attention and wants your money, but they don't care about how you feel, and they don't care about the clients. So there's no trust left. And that is the exact reason why we want to build trust. Having a digital ecosystem where they come into your Instagram, or referrals, or paid ads, maybe they watch a podcast, and then they go from the podcast into Instagram, from Instagram to YouTube, and from YouTube into becoming a client, which is a happy client, and then they give you referrals. So they spend a lot of time with you, consuming your content, building trust, and they're slowly going to buy the idea that you can help them, which is the reason why they need so long. The difference between buying a piece of gum and real estate is the price, and of course also the product. Because the higher the price, if it's high ticket, the more trust needs to be placed before they can make the transaction. So don't expect people to buy from you the first time they see you. The customer journey is longer, and it's going to be even longer if you have no leverage, which is the reason why you want to build leverage. And the way we do that is by using organic content to nurture people, and we don't want to pitch them. So whenever you do content and organic content, whether it's podcast, YouTube, or Instagram, don't pitch them. It's not a sales pitch. It's literally the place where people can build trust, build a connection to you, understand what you're about, and slowly buy the idea that you can help them. And we want to use the organic content to feed the paid ads. So with the organic content, there's no calls to action. But with the paid ads, this is where you do the selling. But you invite people to follow you because we want people to make a small commitment in the beginning. The reason why most people fail with this is that they still ask people to buy from them, which is basically the same as asking a stranger to marry you. They're maybe they want in the future, they're just not ready yet, and we need to respect it. So we need to make smaller steps to reduce the friction. And asking for a follow is way more innocent than just asking people to buy from you, which is the reason why you want people to follow you and invite them into your ecosystem so they can watch your content, so they can spend some time with you, understanding what you're about. And you can also reach out to them once they follow you and build a connection in the DMs. That's exactly how you can actually see if they're qualified to work with. And if they are, awesome, invite them to a call where you can learn more about them. And if not, basically, you just send them more information because what they're telling you is that it's not because they're busy or need to think it over, it's just because they're not ready yet. So just send them a video with some value regarding either the problem or what they want to accomplish. The fifth mistake is that there's no alignment. And most coaches and consultants, they don't have any alignment, which means that they create content that confuses people and not converge, and that's not how it should be done. So how we actually do that is that we have different sections here. So we want to create content that of course resonates with the dream client, which is the target audience. We want to create content that aligns with the philosophy, which is your method, your methodology, what you want to be known of in your way of doing things. You want to create content that aligns with your values and your personality so you can attract people with the same personality. And you want to have storytelling, telling your life story and connect what you do with what you have done. And instead of telling people purely what to do, you just tell people what you have done and combine it with your story. That's how you become unique. And people love stories because stories is actually built to be remembered. So if you want people to remember you, tell stories that is actually worth remembering. And storytelling is exactly what makes you unique and gives you worth. Then, of course, everything comes down to proof of concept. And this is exactly where you post transformations, client wins, testimonials, interviews, just showing that you're really good. And everything you say will always be backed up by some kind of proof of concept because proof of concept is exactly what gives your voice worth because they know, okay, he's actually or she knows exactly what to talk about and that she's actually right or he's right because they get amazing results. So all of this needs to go into a platform. And the reason why you should choose specific platforms is purely based on where your dream clients are. I would say either combine Instagram and YouTube or LinkedIn and YouTube. YouTube is purely for short form, not short form content, but long form content. And the reason why you want to have long form content is that people can spend a lot of time with you. So if you actually have basically, a platform, I would say B2C, if you sell to private people, YouTube is amazing. B2B, LinkedIn is amazing. So either combine Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, YouTube, and that goes into your digital ecosystem where people can spend some time with you and actually slowly be converted from a stranger into someone who thinks, okay, this might be a really good fit. I want to work with that coach or consultant. So it's very important that all your content is aligned with your dream client, your philosophy, your values, your storytelling, and of course, proof of concept, because that's also going to give your message some worth. And it needs to goes into a platform exactly where your dream clients are located. So that's really, really important. And what you also want to be doing is preach a vision and not just a result. You want to attract people who love your vision and not your philosophy, because your vision is actually long term and it gives abundance. If you purely just preach results and fake promises and big money claims, you attract people who are there for the short term, who are desperate, who really needs the money or the results. And if they don't get it within a week, you're going to receive a bad review. And we don't want to work with those people, because you want to attract the right people. And vision builds communities, and vision builds cults. And you want to build a cult of like-minded people who love what you're doing, and they work with you because of who you are, and they just really like your personality. And that is actually going to give you no refunds, because people like you and they understand it's a long-term game and they're willing to put in the hard work. And that will give you happy clients once you actually also provide a transformations, which gives you more referrals and more renewals. And ultimately, if you do it long enough, you build a legacy. And then it's game over, which is the last step, because 90% of your results comes from the last 10% of the time. So you actually create 10% of the results, 90% of the time, the overall time, which just tells me that it's a very long term game. Creating content is very long term. Don't expect something really, really good to happen overnight. It takes a long term, but it also is the snowball effect. And this is where you have a system that is based on you. Once you have that, you have no competition, because people buy from you because of who you are, and you can just be yourself and get paid extremely well by it. And that is why it's game over. You have no competition, and it compounds over time. So the more you do it, the more you create content and the right content, the more powerful the ecosystem becomes. So just keep feeding it with the right content. And I promise you, you have no competition. You can dominate the entire industry if you do it long enough. But you have to do it long enough. And that's the exact reason why my client is the market leader after only 12 months, because we build this ecosystem and people love what he's doing, and they love his philosophy and his personality. So he has no competition. And if you want to actually do the same, then yeah, go into the description, send me a DM if you want to learn exactly how you can scale your business. If you want feedback, I'm here for you. Just send me a DM on Instagram, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.